So, in the pursuit of becoming a polymath, I want to seriously up my strength levels. Towards the end of 2025, I set a goal for myself to hit 225 on my bench press, and I was doing all right on it already, and I knew I could hit it. And so, in order to make that happen, I set these goals incrementally of just upping 5 pounds a week until the end of the year. And that would have gotten me to where I wanted to go. And I did that, and I was making progress every single week, training my heart and my chest as hard as possible. And yeah, I hit the target. We made it happen, and I actually was even a little stronger than 225. I was able to almost hit 235. I was pretty exhausted by the time I tried to hit it, but I almost hit 235. And so I know I can do this again. I hit that, and I know that I can make more progress in all of my movements, not just bench, not just, chests and things like that, but like everything. I know I can just go crazy on it if I try hard on it. I train pretty hard already, like harder than most, I'd say. But I want to train as hard as possible. I mean, every set till failure, muscles shaking, spasming in the middle of the workout, like that kind of thing. I want to train my cardio to where you want to throw up at the end of it, where I've done that in the past, and it's great. It feels great. You make so much progress, and then for some reason, like, I start to slow down because I get busy in other area of my life, and it becomes less of a focus. So then I slow down, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I need to focus on this again, and I never backslide. I never lose progress, but I know that I could be making a lot more progress in fitness if I wanted to. So I don't have as much time for the gym as I used to. I used to train 4 days a week, right around over an hour in the gym 4 days a week, and now I do 3 days a week, and that's right at an hour. So I've got less time, but I know that I can still make the most progress I've ever made if I use that time better and train really, really hard. Because it's so much fun to go into the workout knowing you're gonna train just a ridiculous amount, going hard, dude, on it, because it's almost an excitement of it. No headphones, no music, no nothing, and you just are suffering for an hour, and it feels great afterwards. It feels so good, and I want to do that every single workout, hard as we can, and let's see what happens. That's kind of what I want to see. I just want to see what happens. So yeah, I know that it's more about making, your time in there probably is a bigger thing. Less time wasted in between sets, that kind of thing, making sure that you're focused, no music, that kind of stuff. And, if you use the time in the gym better, I can make a crazy amount of progress more than normal by just going as hard as possible. And like I said, yeah, I'm doing it because I want to see how far I can go. I want the absolute best. I want a superhero-like physique. I also want insane strength levels, and good physique doesn't necessarily equate to good strength levels, but I want to go for both. I want to go crazy hard, and I know that it's possible. I want to be able to achieve the pinnacle of human physical capability. I want to be able to someday become an ultramarathoner, go in triathlons and in Ironman competitions, all of that sort of thing. I want to even someday get into combat sports. I want to know them all, really. Boxing, kickboxing, MMA, traditional martial arts. I want to be well-versed in every single physical competition like that, physically with combat sports, and endurance athlete, being an endurance athlete with the ultra marathons and things that are just insane. Yeah, it's gonna take training really hard. I want to do it. I want absolute greatness. Absolute greatness. The pinnacle of human achievement. And training hard, really hard, is something that I want to do more. Putting more of a focus on training really hard. because fitness is already a huge focus of my life. I love it. It's like one of my biggest hobbies, one of the main things I do outside of working. I want to make it just go as hard as possible on it. The time that I'm spending during it, it doesn't have to be like, you know, the time that I spend while I'm there is the main focus. If you can just go as crazy as hard as possible while you're there, like the time that you're spent at the gym, then you can achieve it. And so that's what I'm going to try to do. So yeah, here we go. I'm going to leave for the gym now. I'm going to take you with me. It is push day. So I'm going to be hitting chest and tris. All right. I'm going to get dressed. Let's go. All right, so just finished up with warm-up. I ran just under half a mile in like 3 minutes-ish. So that's pretty good. I decided to go really fast, and yeah, I'm trying to up my cardio, like I said. And I've been doing that recently. If you guys saw my Instagram story, I was talking about having some problem with my leg strength, and I was trying to deduct what I was actually having a problem with. Sweet, open. Love when I have that happen. So I was trying to figure out what the problem actually was. At first, I thought it was cardio. I thought cardio was like my main limiting factor. I don't think it was definitely holding me back, but yeah, I put some work into it, and now like I don't even get winded until I am approaching like the 9 to 10 mile per hour range. So I think that's around like a 6:30 minute mile. Yeah, doing good. Stretched out, and we're gonna hop on bench here. All right, here we go. So we're gonna start out with just the bar. Let's do the boys ready. And then put a plate on. Put it on there, 225. And yeah, middle of drops there. Just gonna probably go. Okay, just finished up with bench, and that was solid. But normally this is the part where I go over to chest press, and well, actually go over to the incline, and I use dumbbells for chest press, but that's taken right now. So I am going to switch over to hitting lats, not lats. I'm going to switch over to hitting delts is what I meant to say, and hit delts, and hopefully it should be opening out by then. And then I will hit triceps. That's really gonna be it. All right, let's set up the delts. So now we're done with those. I am going to take this easy bar curl, and it was Jeff Nipper that showed these to me, to where you take this and just raise it up, locked arms like that, and it hits a celt, the side and the front delt better. So, dude, it is so hard to film in the gym. I haven't done this in forever. Like, I just have my phone, no tripod. There's only so many places I can put these things. Like, I can't stand this up to show my chest press. I can't put it to show my delts. How am I gonna do this? I gotta find a way. Either that or I bring a trap out of the gym. But that's kind of a last ditch effort. This time being, I'm just gonna have to figure it out. We're about halfway through the workout. I'm just gonna finish out triceps. I think I can make that work. I think I can get a shot at that. Yeah, hit chest pretty hard on the bench press first, and then normally I go into chest press, incline dumbbell press with that. It gets a good stretch. It goes deeper in the shoulder than you can with the straight barbell press with chest. So you get that with the dumbbells, get that a deeper stretch with that. And then you go into the delts, hit that with dumbbell overhead press typically. Delt flies, shoulder flies, delt raises, and yeah, then you go into triceps. But yeah, we're almost done. Here we go. This is what I do. So, take the water bottle. On the pull-up assist machine, water bottle. We'll prop the water bottle. There we go. This is what's nice. My arms, when I hit 18, my arms, like, they got bigger, and I didn't even have to do anything. So I'm just hoping that it'll try harder. And as I'm getting into my prime testosterone years, I'm just gonna explode. We're gonna go crazy with this, and yeah, it's nice. But yeah, this pump is crazy. I got a crazy pump. All right, here we go, set number 2. Okay, so I know that I was talking about no music in the gym ever, and I never do. Probably bring earbuds to me. Earbuds with me about 4 times a month. And this is one of those times. It's great, this new playlist. It slaps. It's very good. It's very good. So I'm getting used to it. It's good. It's good. This is what I'm talking about. Going all the way to failure. Dang. And then you do this. You can't get a full rep out. Keep your head down. Yeah. Do my triceps freaking hurt. Hey. This is the last exercise. I'll lock these out. We're ready to go. Ready to rock. All right, and that concludes our workout. I'm gonna stretch it out for just a little bit longer. Loud, but yep, finished it out. Triceps literally feel like they're about to explode. We've got that done, and yeah, it was a good start to this new pattern. So yeah, we're gonna be doing some more of that, and let's get it. All right, just got back from the gym, all cleaned up and such. Now I'm gonna be carrying on with the rest of my evening. I'm gonna eat dinner. It's kind of late. I got to the gym late. And that means that I'm not going to really have time to read or anything tonight before I go to bed. But because I'm going to be eating dinner, and then I'm going to spend some time with my family in the living room and stuff, so that is going to take precedent. But yeah, back to the gym. That was a great workout, super great workout. Just going in with that mindset of like going as hard as possible. It was good. It made it better, and I finished every single set, squeezing the muscle as tight as possible, and yeah, I'm already feeling it. I already feel like I'm still coming off that pump. It was crazy. It was a really good session, and yeah, I think you should go into everything, looking to get the most out of it, looking to get just the biggest outcome, the biggest return possible. I have to strive for greatness because, like, if I didn't, I think I'd just be bored to death. Like, I have to go after the biggest and the best, and, I can't settle for anything less because that's just what I want, and that's what I'm going for. So it was a good session, and yeah, we're taking over this year. This year's huge, and so I didn't really have a huge goal with fitness because so much of it is business and content. Like, it's specifically like all focused on the business and content and things like that. But, I do want to just take over, and that is going to involve the things that I'm already doing. So that's what I'm looking to achieve. And, yeah, I didn't have much of a goal for that. And business and content are the primary focuses for this year, taking over. And what I was starting to say with you can't pour your water into all these different cups. You can't say, oh, I'm going to focus on business and content and evenly distribute all your different things. It's the focus, you got to go all in on those focuses if you want to really get good at that. You get obsessive, and that's how you build. And that's still the focus. But the things that I'm already doing, like fitness, isn't going away. My time in the gym is not going away. I'm still training. And so while you're doing that, might as well get the best juice for your squeeze, I guess is the phrase that would work with that. Might as well make the time that you're spending there just be as much of a servant to you as possible, serve you in the best way. Because after every day when I'm, maybe I had an awful day cold calling or, just rough working with, I don't know, stuff that I'm working with, like bank-wise, I'm trying to get something sorted with a Stripe account and things like that, and I'm beating my head against the wall. It's so much fun to just go into the gym and know that you're going to suffer for an hour, but at the end of it, it's just so good. Like, suffering makes you feel alive, and I love that. So yeah, it's now a focus this year is, that's the focus for fitness this year, is to train as hard as possible. So here we are. We're going to wrap it up. It was a great session, and I am loving to do that. Yeah, we're taking over this year. So that's going to do it for now. I am going to go eat dinner, and I will see you later. Peace.